What's happening now? Finally got a little bit of sunshine around the clouds, but we could be needing those umbrellas before the day is done. Paula?
Hey, Ben. So, yeah, the day's been a little cool and the sun has been in and out. The question is it a good day to take Jasper on my errands? You probably know that answer, but coming up, Karen, we're going to show you the answer.
All right, Paula, also ahead, Bill Cosby goes on trial. Opening statements set the stage for an extreme case of he said, she said, how their stories differ. Up first, a deadly shootout involving an off-duty Detroit police officer. How that officer is doing right now and the mystery police are trying to solve.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, a Detroit police officer is hospitalized after a shootout on Detroit's east side. Police say the 27-year-old officer was off duty at the time when a man tried to rob him on the corner of Gratiot and Shane Street around 11 o'clock last night. Both the officer and the suspect fired shots. The officer, who's been on the force for just 1 year, was hit in the torso and the foot. One of the suspects was killed when another is now in custody. Detroit's police chief gave an encouraging update today on the officer's condition.
How you doing? How's everybody? He's smiling. He's optimistic. The one thing he did say, well, two things he said, two things he wanted. I want to get out of here, and I want a motorcycle.
Police say after the shooting, a third suspect showed up and took the guns from both the shooter and the officer. He remains on the loose this afternoon. Highland Park police continue to search for answers after a woman's body was found outside of a supermarket. Her body was found in the parking lot of the Glory supermarket. That's on Woodward and Manchester. Police say it appears the woman was probably in her 60s and was killed by blunt force trauma to the head. An autopsy will help determine if that came from a beating or perhaps a fall. If you know anything, call Highland Park Police. An investigation is underway after a fire broke out at Colasante's Market over in Highland Township. This is what it looks like now. That fire broke out around 12:30 this morning at the market on Milford Road. Police say the fire was contained to the gift shop area. At this point, it's unclear what caused the fire. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Breaking news just into our newsroom. Sexual assault charges are being filed against 3 Michigan State University football players. We first told you they were under investigation earlier this year, stemming from an alleged incident on campus where a woman was sexually assaulted. Just moments ago, the Ingham County Prosecutor's Office authorized charges and warrants have been requested. Of course, we will have much more on this developing breaking story on Local 4 News at 5. In the first forecast, you definitely can feel a change in the weather since yesterday. We are in the middle of a cool down this week, so let's check in with Ben Bailey.
That's right, Karen. We haven't seen much of the way of sunshine today, and with those clouds around, that's really kept temperatures down below average in a lot of cases, except in some spots around our south zone and getting close to the metro area right now. 70 the current temperature at the airport, 69 in Ann Arbor, and we're still looking at the 60s through most of the area as we speak. A little bit of a north wind to add to that. Showers still possible tonight. We'll be tracking that on 4 Live radar coming up, but a big warm up as we get not only through the late week but into the weekend as we start to feel like a little early taste of summer. We'll see if we hit 90 for the first time this year. Coming up in a few minutes, Karen.
6 people, including the gunman, are dead in a workplace shooting in Orlando, Florida. Police say around 8 o'clock this morning, 45-year-old John Robert Newman, a former employee, entered an RV accessory business armed with a gun and a knife. Police say Newman shot and killed 4 men and 1 woman before turning the gun on himself. Employees inside were stunned.
She saw one on the floor is all she said, and she kept saying, "My boss is dead."
Newman was reportedly fired back in April. Police were called to that same business back in June of 2014 when he allegedly attacked a co-worker. We're also tracking the newest terror investigation in London. Police have just released New information on the suspects who launched that attack on London Bridge. Devin Scallion is joining us now with the latest on the investigation and how Londoners are trying to get their everyday lives back to normal, but that is a very difficult task.
Yeah, not easy, no doubt, Karen. Police in London keeping many details close to the vest right now this time around. However, they have identified 2 of the 3 attackers who were killed after that Saturday night event that left 7 people dead and dozens of others injured. The 2 attackers identified are 27-year-old Karam Butt on the left and 30-year-old Rashid Redwan. Butt was a British citizen born in Pakistan. Redwan claimed to be Moroccan and Libyan. The third attacker has not yet been identified, but the BBC says more than 100 imams in Britain have now refused to say funeral prayers for the attackers. The investigation is described by police leaders as fast-moving. It has so far resulted in a dozen arrests. 2 more homes in London were raided this morning. Several people taken in for questioning. Now, London is, as Karen mentioned, trying to return to something close to normal today following the weekend attacks. Pedestrians made their way across the other bridges, but new security measures in place. Barriers, in fact, to protect against repeats of what happened over the weekend. Many Londoners returning to work today pledged to carry on. That's, of course, the British mandate, isn't it? Keep calm and carry on. They had words of praise for the rapid response of the police in the moments after the attack.
It's unbelievable, yeah. The fact that you know, they've all been trained so well and they could get there so quickly is very reassuring.
All in all, we have to live. You know, we're not scared of them, but you just have to live and look around you and be safe at all times.
Of the 12 people arrested so far in the investigation, police say they include actually more women than men. 5 men and 7 women ranging in age from 19 to 60 years of age. Now, Karen, coming up new at 5, we're working on a possible local connection to one of the terror suspects involved in the attack. The Telegraph in London is reporting one suspect may have been radicalized while watching videos posted by Dearborn cleric Ahmad Musa Jibril. We'll have more on that story coming up here at 5 o'clock. Karen, back to you.
Okay, we'll see you at 5. Thank you, Devin. First at 4, we're tracking other stories making headlines around the world. Let's start in North Korea, where state television is blasting the United States, raising the tension level between the 2 countries even further. Last week, the U.S. destroyed a mock warhead to test its missile defense system. North Korea calls the test a, quote, serious military provocation that brings to light the U.S. imperialists' wild ambition for igniting a nuclear war, end quote. North Korea has stepped up its own missile tests since President Trump took office. The governor of California is pledging to work with China to keep the Paris Climate Agreement going strong in his state. Democrat Jerry Brown is attending a summit on the environment in China. He says the Paris Agreement has been good for his state's economy, and it's possible to protect the environment and create jobs. President Trump pulled out of the accord last week, saying it is a bad deal for the United States. But several governors and mayors plan to honor the goals set in the agreement. Summer is almost here, and that can be a very dangerous time for pets if their owners ever make that mistake of leaving them locked in the car. We're kicking off Pet Appreciation Week with a look at how easily you can put your pet in jeopardy. So let's bring in Paula Tutman. She is live this afternoon in Harper Woods with really some information we can all be reminded of, Paula.
Hi, Karen. Yeah, so I want to introduce you to Jasper, who's been wanting to go for a ride all afternoon. Take a look at the current conditions right now, and then also take a look at this thermometer right here. We're going to show you why all of this adds up to. Don't take Jasper for a ride right now. If you've ever used the phrase, my running dog, Carly, the wonder dog, fits that bill perfectly.
My road partner.
Henry Meadows pops his pal in his classic Chevy in a heartbeat, but he never leaves her in the car and wouldn't think about it for a moment, especially anytime in the summer.
I take that very seriously, just like a child, you know what I mean? A dog, you know, have heat, you know, dehydration and can pass out, faint, and die. My dog being a boxer, I'm more concerned.
Same with Cole's owner.
Frankly, I see that, at least on the news, that people leave their kids in the car more often than they leave dogs in the car, in my mind.
Here's the thing, even on an overcast day, it's not just about the sun, it's about the temperature.
Take some kisses We have one rule in here, no tongue in the mouth. That's the big rule.
And when temps get above 70, no matter what the clouds are doing, cars can heat up fast, according to Dr. David Balaj of Harper Woods Veterinary Hospital in Harper Woods.
The car gets hot very, very quick at much lower temperatures than walking them would create.
Take a look at these numbers from San Francisco State University that do the time temperature conversion. They show even a fast dash can damage pets. With ambient temperatures outside at 70 degrees, in 10 minutes, the inside of the car can reach as high as 89 degrees. In 40 minutes, that temp jumps to 108 degrees. If it's 80 degrees outside, add 10 more degrees to the equation. At 90 degrees outside temperature, in 10 minutes, the inside of your vehicle feels like 109 degrees. In 40 minutes, it jumps to 128 degrees. Think about this. It only takes 120 degrees to boil shrimp, only a little more to fry an egg. And here's what can happen to your pet if you leave them in a vehicle in the summer, even when it's overcast, even with the windows cracked, even for a moment.
The problem is they don't have sweat glands, so they can't dissipate the heat like we do to be evaporation. They only have sweat glands on their feet and then with their tongue. So their body acts like a radiator. The blood vessels open up, dilate, blow off heat, but there comes a point where they can't lose the heat.
I know, you're just making friends
Okay, so before I take Jasper for a ride, this is what I have to consider. So this is what the temperature is in the shade, just under 70 degrees. Watch what happens when I open up this vehicle, and here's the inside temperature. It is almost 94, went to 92 degrees, cooling down now that I actually have the door open. Listen, it's so much more hot in the car. I do want to let you know, however, Jasper is up for adoption from the Grosse Pointe Animal Adoption Society. For anybody who won't take him for rides and leave him in the car, Karen, on a day, even an overcast day like today. And that temperature conversion is fascinating. We have the whole chart on my Facebook page, Local 4, Paula Tutman. It's really something to see.
It really is unbelievable that it can be 70 and then within 10 minutes it can be in the 90s. I don't think a lot of people realize that, Paula. All right, thank you. We sure hope Jasper gets adopted. We'll let you know, folks. Meantime, stay tuned all week for our salute to all kinds of pets. You'll see stories on Local 4 and online. Read the latest pet news and share your pet stories. Just go to the All for Pets page at clickondetroit.com. And still ahead, first at 4, one man was just driving his pickup truck when he noticed something very strange. We'll see how that man quickly became a hero. More on the dash cam video a little bit later. Also ahead, cell phone privacy put to the test, a landmark case headed to the Supreme Court, and the battle started here in Detroit. Up first, Bill Cosby fighting to stay out of prison, how his attorneys are explaining those shocking claims of drugging and sexual assault.
Bill Cosby, coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Mixed emotions from business owners after the Detroit Police Department and city officials announced they're drafting a proposal that will require some businesses to invest in Project Greenlight.
Forcing business, I don't agree with it.
How the chief of the Detroit Police Department is responding.
All right, thank you, Coco. Once a beloved TV icon, comedian Bill Cosby is now a defendant trying to avoid a conviction for sexual assault. Cosby arrived for court today to hear opening statements. Cameras are not allowed in the courtroom. Prosecutors say Cosby used his power and his fame to lure the accuser to his home, gave her pills, and touched her genitals. The defense attorney says there are inconsistencies in her story. She had a romantic relationship with Cosby, and Cosby gave her cold medicine when she could not sleep. Cosby is charged with 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault. He could get 10 years in prison if convicted. Well, that chilly weather moved on in, which I guess was good timing because it sure was a beautiful weekend.
You know, it wasn't too bad, but it just doesn't feel like June.
It really doesn't. Thus, the leather.
Which looks phenomenal, by the way.
It was a little chilly today. I was like, gonna go.
Maybe we can keep it cool so you can keep wearing the leather.
I don't know about that.
More often. Let's take off check 4 Live radar, where we're looking at some showers and even some thunderstorms out there. That orange box, that's a severe thunderstorm warning up there just west of Alpena. Everything moving to the south, it is going to start weakening as it does, so we're not anticipating any sort of severe weather, but could get some raindrops out of this before the night is done. You can see that little batch of precipitation there, and even though the clouds were a little bit thicker earlier on, we're finally getting some breaks in those as we head towards the 5 o'clock hour. Checking out storm pins. I thought this was from a tropical island, but Christine said this is actually the shoreline up in Lexington. Oh, white caps out there with the sunshine and the trees. Looks fantastic up there. And of course, we'd love to see your pictures on storm pins. If you haven't downloaded the app, it is free in your app store. Just search WDIV. So we do have plenty of clouds out there, but you can start to see a few areas of blue around that. Temperatures have jumped up to 70 with the breaks in those areas of sunshine. And we're seeing winds out of the north at about 15 miles an hour. So tonight, do expect to see at least the chance of that shower, but notice how quickly everything is really drying out once the sun starts to set tonight. So overnight, we should be dry and partly cloudy. We will bring back more clouds than sunshine tomorrow. We've kept at least a scattered shower in the forecast in the afternoon, but that should be it for rain chances for this week. We start getting more sunshine in here on Wednesday, and that's going to start warming temperatures up. In fact, we're on a steady incline, possibly as high as 90 degrees by the time we get into next week. Tonight, though, far from it, 54 for the overnight low. And again, skies becoming partly cloudy with just that isolated shower around this evening. We're looking at highs tomorrow, still nowhere close to average. Mid-60s is as good as we're going to get here in our metro zone, so a little bit cooler than what we picked up today. Upper 60s across our south zone, maybe as cool as 65 up in Belleville. High temperatures in our west zone tomorrow, low to mid 60s with 62 up in Flint and 66 down in Ann Arbor. And in our north zone, a couple upper 50s up there in Sandusky and Lexington, but generally low 60s for most of the zone for highs tomorrow. But keep in mind, look at how quickly we start warming up as we go into the upcoming weekend. Mid 70s by the end of the work week, mid 80s by the end of the weekend. And look at Monday, possibly 90 degrees with mostly sunny skies. So Karen, we're going to make up for lost time, but we do have a couple cool days ahead of us for the start of this week.
All right. Thank you very much, Ben. Still ahead, tracking your movements by using your cell phone. A battle over privacy that started right here in Detroit is going to the highest court in the land. Up first, a driver in trouble. Can you tell this car is kind of drifting into traffic? What happened next and what was happening to the person behind the wheel? We're back with this video of a driver in trouble, and you'll see a complete stranger stop to help. This police dash cam is from Central Illinois. Now you can see the sedan seems to be drifting slowly onto that oncoming traffic, and the pickup on the right is backing away. The driver of the pickup parks his truck and then soon runs towards the other car, jumping inside to help. You see right there, the driver was having a seizure. The Good Samaritan put the car in park, earning praise from police for coming to the rescue. In today's trending stories, the United States Supreme Court is taking up a case that affects your privacy when it comes to cell phone records. And the case involves a Detroit man who was sentenced to 116 years in jail when cell phone tower records placed him near several armed robberies. Well, police did not get warrants, so he's appealing. Now the High Court will decide if police need a warrant to look at your cell phone records. It will consider the case in the court's next term. Also trending, Father's Day. It's just a few weeks away, and there's some good news for all those dads and stepdads and husbands out there. The National Retail Federation did a survey that found Father's Day spending will reach a record high of $15.5 billion. That's more than the $134 per dad on average. This year, the most popular items are special outings, things like ball games, concerts, or dinner. And in case you are forgetting, Father's Day is June 18th. Mark your calendars. Don't forget.
But I bet we still spend more money on mom than we
spend
on dad.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no doubt on that. I'm not going to even complain about that one. Many women know choosing the perfect wedding dress can be pretty stressful. Take a look at this lady. Still ahead, the story of a great-grandmother who did something pretty modern before she said yes to the dress.
Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford is one cool customer on the field. But life for him and his wife Kelly got a lot more hectic recently. Twin girls have rocked the quiet world they once knew, and life will never be the same.
So do you ever come in like they're sleeping and...
No.
Never?
Not when they're sleeping.
You're out the front door and go.
Don't want a chance waking them.
Hear how life has changed for Kelly Stafford and how growing their family wasn't that easy.
We actually did IVF. We struggled.
That's tonight at 11.
We've